Welcome back. It's been a while. Little side note, and I'll go into it more at the end of the video, but this video, any video that's akin to this, not edited highly, story time type thing, IRL type thing, anything like that, will be on a second channel, which is why the intro was different. I'm moving it. I keep getting really obsessive over what goes on this channel, and I've made multiple videos and half made other videos for this channel that I haven't uploaded over the past year and a half, 2 years, because I am obsessive with the quality of whatever goes on here, which is stupid, real fucking stupid, because nothing ends up getting uploaded on here. But anyway, welcome back. Story time. I told this story sort of briefly recently to a couple of people. It just came back into my head. I don't even know where it came from. It just suddenly appeared there. Forgotten memory style, you know, about the time that a guy on my street taught me how to play poker in his house. Everybody seems to have like a what the fuck kind of reaction to me telling them that story. So I thought I'd just tell you. I thought I'd tell it to you, and I already know what this is going to be, right? Because everybody does this now. It's top 10 things that didn't happen. Look, believe me, don't believe me. If you live in the UK, and you know what, it'll be the same in the US as well, or anywhere, and you live in like a closed neighborhood, like a smaller neighborhood, you know everything that goes on in that whole goddamn neighborhood, right? Every single thing that goes on in that fucking place. You're the first to know. If you don't find something out, you're confused as to how that information slipped your goddamn mind. I live in a cul-de-sac. I don't know what the equivalent would be in any other country. Just the end of a road, basically. A dead-end road, all the houses facing, everybody knows everybody. I used to know this kid, let's call him Dan, just for, you know, hide the names of the innocent to protect their fucking identities or whatever, you know what I mean? This kid called Dan. Dan was pretty sound. He lived in another city. He wasn't up there all the time. It was just his dad that he would come over and see sometimes. I remember, like, top 10 Dan moments. Dan threw a copy of Ben 10 for the PSP out of his window at me because he didn't want it, and I didn't have a PSP. You tell me something else that would play this kind of fucking disc. No, I don't know either. His brother threatened to smash a girl's head off a car window because she wouldn't hand him his football back when it rolled near her. Great, you know what I mean? I don't fucking know. That's Dan and his brother, I suppose. But I used to hang around with him quite a lot, and he was a real nice guy. I know that probably didn't paint that good of a picture, but trust me, he was a fucking sound guy. He used to invite me round, and he had like a shed area out the back where he lived with his dad and his stepmom, and they would do like games and shit like that, and we'd just sit around there and chill and talk about bullshit, and you know, just whatever you do as a fucking kid, I don't know, you just sit there and do nothing and think that you're doing something, but really you're doing fuck all. But one time, Dan's dad decided that it would be an amazing idea. I don't even remember how this situation came about. I just remember one day, I was going into his house, he fucked off, and then I'm just stuck with his dad. And he had a poker table and like a poker set out in that shed. And I never knew how to play poker. And however this fucking came up, let's call his dad Arnold, right? Arnold told me that he was going to teach me how to play fucking poker. So he did. So there's me, like 7, 8, I might have been 10 or 11, just sitting there being taught poker by a 50-odd-year-old man while his son has just fucked off. Arnold, I don't know, just extended a hand as a father does. Go with me if you want to gamble. I don't know how it came about. I just imagine it being something like that. I remember not being uncomfortable with it, even though I was a proper shy kid. He was just sitting there and he was going through the cards with me, and he was like, this is what this hand does, this is what that hand does, and I still don't know how to play for shit, by the way. I am 20 fucking 4. I have no goddamn idea how on God's green earth to play poker. I can play Balatro, and that is about it. Fuck knows. Table games, you'll find me over at roulette, or the slots, if not table game. Other than that, blackjack, no, it's just too much fucking brain power for me. I'm not doing that. Anyway, he was teaching me how to play, and he was giving me little pieces of advice. He was like, do this and do this. That was a very good hand. That's exactly how I would have done it myself. Arnold was it was a top guy. Class act, if you will. And you know what? I learned. We played some hands. Had a good time. His son, fucking Dan, showed up at some point, comes to fucking take me away, and then we went and fucked off and played it ourselves, and then we were just doing kid shit, but I don't know why. There was like definitely like an extended period of time, like half an hour to an hour. This like 50-year-old man just decided, you know what, I've got a child stuck in my house and my son's fucked off to do whatever he's decided to do. Let me just teach him how to gamble. I don't know how that comes about. People think it's creepy when I tell them about that, but I mean, I don't know. He didn't try and touch me. He didn't fucking, you know, I missed putting my card down and accidentally slipped my hand onto your knee. It just didn't happen. He just taught me how to fucking play. So, time goes on. Dan moved back to his fucking mum's. Didn't see this guy for years. He knocked on the door once and we had like a really awkward exchange over Christmas. And I thought, you know what, fair play. He was in the area, so he just came to say hello. And this is like 8-9 years after the fact. I work in a Mexican restaurant. This wasn't recent. This was like, I don't know, fucking 2019. 2020. I don't know how old I was, but I come home from work, pull the car up, look down, like as I come around the corner, I just see blue flashing lights down the street, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on down there? And obviously me being, if I was a cat, I would have been dead a long time ago, right? I was like, I just gotta go see what's going on down here. There's like fucking half a 911 parked down the street, shit just going manic, people stood around looking, voyeuring. There's this one guy, let's call him Lou, is stood down the street looking, and Lou is this, like, I don't know how to describe who Lou is. Lou would just stand on the street, he'll nod at you, he'll say hello, he'll make up so much fucking bullshit all the goddamn time. Every time you see him, you get a different story out of him, and you never quite know what the truth is, and he looks kind of like a crackhead, but he's actually kind of chill. I don't know how to describe Lou other than that, but you go down the street, Lou stood there, and I had to walk up, uniform and everything. I just pulled the car up, I walked down the street, I was like, what the fuck is going on down here? What? Looking, house is charred at the end of the street, I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Turns out, I had a friend of mine that lived sort of backing onto the house, and apparently they used to argue so goddamn bad. And what had happened is push came to shove between Arnold and his wife. And I always remember, like, somewhat vaguely, but I remember that he used to have like 2 canisters in his garage when it was open. And I may be misremembering that, but I really feel like I remember seeing that as a kid and me just sort of like ignoring it. Because if we weren't sat in that shed, we were sat in the garage, and I'm a nosy bastard. So, supposedly, Lou told me, oh, he went crazy. He came out and he had this big window downstairs in the living room where it would look out onto the drive and shit and onto the front garden. There was just this huge fucking window. He just petrol bombed through the window while his wife and daughter were upstairs. So the man who taught me how to gamble basically tried to kill his wife. I don't fucking know. Just a crazy one, I guess. Lou stood there, obviously being about 5'6" and looking like a crackhead, was like, oh, well, I saw what was going on and I was going to go down there and wrestle a motherfucker to the ground. I was like, will you fuck? There is no goddamn chance that was ever going to happen. So he went to jail. Arnold went to jail. Arnold is picking up soap now in the shower. I think he died, actually. I don't fucking know. But you know when you could try and stalk someone on Facebook because you feel like it? And the only thing that you can find is an old picture and it's now in black and white and people have reposted that picture. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that he's dead. I have no other reason to think anything else other than the fact that he's probably dead. So that's what we're going with. I'll be honest. Maybe not the best teacher. I remember him being good at the time, but I have not retained shit. Like I said, you will not find me at the poker table anytime soon, harbouring the knowledge of Arnold and trying to put it to good use. No chance, no way on this earth. You know what I completely forgot to say, and this is after the fact, but everybody was okay. Like, nobody got fucking injured. That should probably be something that I shouldn't have mentioned at the time, but yeah, everybody's fine out of that situation. How? I don't know. Considering you were upstairs and downstairs got a fucking petrol bomb thrown through it. Granted, I wasn't there when the petrol bomb went off. That was just one guy that told me that. I don't know whether that's exactly what happened or not, but then after the fact, unless Lou got to everybody first, everybody that knew the guy seems to tell me the same thing, that he petrol bombed his fucking window. Don't shoot the messenger. I wasn't fucking there, alright? There you go, that's the guy who taught me how to gamble as an 11-year-old and tried to kill his wife. Thank you for listening. Anyway, the thing that I was talking about at the start, people keep telling me, and I had no idea that I had stories to tell about shit that used to happen when we were in the street. People seem to think it's kind of funny that I tell my friend group that have never heard it before. So I'm going to start making a couple of these, talking about random shit. Less edited videos that I don't want on the main channel, so I stopped being a little piss boy. So stop being prissy about what goes on the main channel. I'm just going to put those on this channel, the one in the intro, Sir Coffee, that is where they're going to fucking appear. Because I don't mind doing things like this, but you wouldn't believe the amount of time and effort that goes into making one of those main channel videos with all the editing and shit like that and the subtitling. And I couldn't think of a better way around it, because I could either upload highly edited with random videos in between that aren't highly edited, or I could just release the highly edited video, but it just doesn't feel like enough, you know what I mean? I feel lazy. I feel like I'm not doing anything. And you know why that is? Because this motherfucker ain't been doing anything for like 2 years. That's why. But no, we're back. If you haven't seen through the Discord or anything, I suggest that you go into the Discord. It's pretty dead, but you can bring it back to life. Don't worry. Dr. Frankenstein, that motherfucker for me. Everything in this new channel will be... I also want to start doing some travel-related content because I seem to be going on holiday a lot. And I've got clips from Poland where I started to make a travel vlog sort of thing, but I didn't actually upload it because I realized that I just kept getting drunk and didn't record a lot. So if you'd like to see the random bits that I've got from Poland just sort of piled into a video, then let me know. If not, I'll try and include them somewhere. Like, it was pretty cool that we got to shoot guns. Here's me shooting a goddamn deagle.
He's reaching!
And some other shit here. BSH, motherfucker. I can show you that. It was good fun. I want to go back to Poland. I've been to a couple places since and didn't record anything because, again, I'm a fucking idiot. There's some IRL ideas that me and a couple of friends had that we're probably going to put into action and actually do. And expect more actual game videos that I want to make. Don't know if zombies is the best way to go because that new zombies looks like absolute hot shit, but I'll give it a go. Just for you, I will give it a try and we'll see. Check the description. Subscribe to that other channel, the new one. There's already a clip from a Twitch stream up on there. By the way, side note, I don't know if anybody has any idea how this shit works, but somehow my Twitch account is like shadow banned or something. Not shadow banned in the fact of me coping for not getting any goddamn views, but no, I mean, it's like I tried to stream and within 20 minutes of starting the stream, I can see that I'm streaming. On my channel, I can see that I'm streaming, but everybody that's in the chat is saying that the stream died. I have no fucking idea what's causing that, so if you want to see me stream, it'll be on YouTube or Kick. Probably YouTube, because, fuck knows, I don't even remember the login to my goddamn Kick account, so I'm back anyway. You have a beautiful day, motherfucker.